Good morning, children. Today we'll discuss our new chapter database. What is database? A database system is basically a computer based record keeping system. Means all the data which we are entering in a register, we are making the register to enter the data. Nowadays, we are using the computer. And a computer based records are keeping system, and the collection of data usually referred as a database contains information about one particular enterprise. It maintains any information that may be necessary to the decision making process involved in the management of that organization. A database may also be defined as a collection of interrelated stored data to serve multiple application. Data means information. Means suppose if you are in school, and if you want to collect all the data of your school, so means that staff member, suppose come to the staff member first, the management side, who are the head of your school, management of school, that teaching staff data, non-teaching staff data. Then our school is having the bus, that driver, non-teaching staff data means all those who are working in office and other, the drivers, conductors also. And then come to the students that we are having from nursery to 12th. Nursery, so many sections are there, then kg sections are there, then class 1, class 2 up to class 12, all the sections, students data, all the data you have to keep in one database. And then if you want to access some students or some class data, so immediately we will able to find out that particular students data from our database. Like this, the students, you are not aware of the database. From class 8 onwards you are studying the database. So this chapter will discuss the database briefly, and then after that we'll discuss about the SQL, how to write the query, and how to insert a data, how to update a data, how to modify a data, how to see the data, how to delete a data. This all the commands we will discuss in this chapter. Then a database may be defined as a collection of interrelated data stored together to serve multiple applications. Interrelated data, it is stored and it will do a multiple application with the help of this. Purpose of DBMS. A database system should be a repository of the data needed for an organization's data processing. The data should be accurate, private, and protected from damage. It should be organized so that the diverse application with different data requirement can employ the data. Different application programmer and different end user will have different views of the data, which must be derived from the common overall data structures. The methods of accessing and searching the data will different. So in this way, the data it's stored in the database, and the DBMS refers to a software that is responsible for storing, maintaining, and utilizing database. A database along with DBMS is referred to as a database system. It helps to maintain all the data, and it helps to store the data of database, who DBMS. Then in a typical file processing system, permanent record are stored in various files. Permanent store, so you have to make a table, and that table you have to insert all the data, and you have to give the table name. Table name you have to give suppose we are making the database of school management. So class wise, class with section wise, you have to enter the data. First make the table, write the field name, and then insert the data. In a typical file processing system, permanent records are stored in various files. A number of different application programs are written in exit record from an add record to the appropriate files. But this scheme has a number of major limitations and disadvantages also. Which are the disadvantages and limitations? Such as data redundancy first. Data redundancy means duplication of data. Duplication of data means, suppose Last year you are in class 10th A. You are all in class 10th A, and this year you are all in class 11th A. So 10th A data also we are having with us, and then 11A the same data we have to insert about you. Only we have to change your class section, or if something some means data, some your address or your phone number, like this if you want to give, if you have to change the data, so like this only this data will change. Means that class 10th, it means suppose we had made the database when you are in class 6 suppose, so your same data class 6 to 10th till we are having. So this is the data redundancy, means duplication of all the data. Then data inconsistency, multiple copies of same data but not matching with one another. This is the data inconsistency, means we are having the multiple copies of same data, but that data is not matching. Unshareable data, unstandardized data, insecure data, incorrect data, etc. These are the disadvantages of this uh, database. Then a database management system is answer to all these problems as it provides a centralized control of the data, thereby minimize these problems in the database. Then relational database model. In relational data model, the data is organized into tables. Table means with the help of row and columns we are making a table. These tables are called relations. This table are called relations. A row in a table represents a relationship among a set of values. Row of that table represents the relationship among the set of values. Since a table is a collection of such relationship, it is generally referred to using the mathematical term relation, from which the relation data model derives its name. So how it is given in the sample database, three tables it is given, that relations, tables means relations, supplier, items and shipments. So supplier table is uh, having that having that the means field name such as the supply number, supply name and status city. Then items, the item number, item name, price. Then shipments, these are all the shipment, supply number, item number, quantity supplied. So each of these three closely resembles conventional sequential file with row of a table corresponding to record of the file and columns corresponding to the field of the record. So here the row are the correspondence of record of file and columns are the corresponding field of the records. So each of these tables is actually special case of the construct knowing the sorry mathematics as a relation. More about relations and the characteristics learn in the section number 13.4. So this row of relations are generally referred to as tuples and the columns are usually referred to as attributes. So here the row always referred to as tuples and the columns referred to as attributes. So here supplier table is given here. All the field name is given. Supply number is the field name. Supply name is the field name. Status is the field name and city is the field name. And these are all the data of row and column. Row data of that supplier table. Then item table is also given here and shipment tables are also given. So this is a table. Then notice that here each supplier has a unique supplier number. Exactly. One name, status value and location. Likewise, we assume that each item has a unique item number, name, price and also that at any given time no more than one shipment exists for a given supplier items combination. Then here See, unique number, all we had given here the item number. So why we are giving the unique number, you are knowing? So this is a primary key. We unique number is a primary key. Only one number it is having, it is not having the null value also, and it assign only a one number, means the number should not be same. Then components of a table. Components of a table, student, this components of a table we discuss in the next class. Thank you.